Chosen ones, you're about to receive a power so dangerous, God had to train you first. There is something sacred happening around your life right now, something so deep and so carefully prepared that if you miss this moment, you may not fully understand the beauty of what God has been building inside you all along. This is not ordinary growth. This is not random waiting. This is the quiet shaping of a soul that is about to carry something powerful, something that cannot be given lightly, something that required seasons of silence, tears, and unseen battles. God has been watching every step, holding every moment, and guiding every hidden detail, because what is coming into your life is not just a blessing, it is a responsibility wrapped in divine purpose. Type 999 if you believe. There were nights when nothing made sense, and days when everything felt delayed, but none of that was wasted or forgotten. Every delay was protection, every confusion was part of a deeper alignment, and every tear carried a lesson that strengthened your spirit in ways you could not see at the time. God was not ignoring you. God was training you with care, slowly building strength within your heart so that when this power arrives, it does not destroy you but instead flows through you with peace and wisdom. Take a quiet moment to support this by liking the video and subscribing to this channel, because this helps this message reach someone else who needs this same comfort and strength in their life today. This power you are about to receive is not loud or reckless. It is steady and controlled, and it carries the ability to change not only your life, but the lives of others around you. That is why God could not rush this process, because rushing would have broken something delicate within you. Instead, He chose to guide you step by step, allowing you to grow through patience, through understanding, and through moments where you had to trust, even when nothing seemed to move forward. There were times when you felt forgotten, when it seemed like others were moving ahead while you remained still, but in truth, you were being set apart for something greater. God was protecting your path from things that were not meant to stay in your life, removing distractions, closing doors that looked appealing, and redirecting your steps towards something far more meaningful. Even when you did not understand it, His hand was always guiding you with love. Type 1818 if you trust in God. This journey was never about speed. It was always about readiness, because the kind of power that God is placing into your life requires a heart that knows humility, a mind that understands patience, and a spirit that remains gentle even when it becomes strong. Without that preparation, the same power could have overwhelmed you, but now it will uplift you and help you walk in a purpose that feels natural and peaceful. You are not the same person you used to be, even if you do not always notice the change. Your thoughts have become deeper, your heart has become softer, and your faith has grown stronger in quiet ways. These changes did not happen overnight. They were formed through every experience you have walked through, both the joyful ones and the painful ones. God used everything, shaping you carefully so that you could carry what is coming next. There is a reason why certain things did not work out, why certain people walked away, and why certain dreams seemed to fade. It was not rejection, it was redirection. God was clearing space in your life so that when this new season begins, there is nothing holding you back or pulling you away from what truly matters. Every loss had a purpose, and every ending was making room for a beginning that is far more aligned with your destiny. Now you are standing at the edge of something new, something that has been prepared with precision and care. You may not see all of it yet, but you can feel it within your spirit, a quiet sense that something is shifting, something is opening, and something is about to unfold in a way that will bring clarity and peace into your life. This is not imagination. This is the result of everything God has been doing behind the scenes. The power that is coming into your life will not make you feel heavy or burdened. It will feel like peace, like clarity, like a deep knowing that you are finally walking in the direction you were always meant to go. It will not confuse you, it will guide you. It will not pressure you, it will strengthen you gently and steadily. This is how you will know that it is from God, because it will bring calm even in moments of uncertainty. You were chosen for this not because you are perfect, but because you were willing to grow, willing to learn, and willing to keep going even when things became difficult. God does not look for perfection. He looks for a heart that is open, a spirit that is willing, and a soul that is ready to receive what He has prepared. That is what you have been developing all this time, even when you did not realize it. Everything is aligning now. Even the small details that once seemed unrelated are coming together in a way that will soon make sense. The waiting season is slowly giving way to a season of receiving, and the lessons you learned will now become the strength you carry forward. Nothing is being wasted, nothing is being forgotten, and nothing is happening by chance. What if abundance could be activated from within your own mind through a powerful sound frequency once kept in classified files? Specialists say this signal naturally draws opportunity and financial independence, and many people are already applying it. Click the link in the description and comments now and switch on this hidden brainwave today. As this new season continues to unfold around you, there is a quiet unfolding happening within your heart that cannot be explained with simple words, because it is something that has been built layer by layer through every moment you have endured. God is not placing this power into your life suddenly without care. He is releasing it gently, allowing you to recognize it, understand it, and grow comfortable with it as it becomes part of your daily walk. This is why everything feels calm rather than overwhelming, because what is from God always carries peace, even when it is powerful. There was a time when you would have reacted differently to the same opportunities and responsibilities that are now approaching you. You might have rushed ahead without thinking, or doubted yourself and stepped back in fear, but that version of you has slowly changed. Through every lesson, every delay, and every moment of reflection, God has reshaped your responses so that now you move with quiet confidence instead of confusion. This change did not happen by accident. It was carefully guided so that you could handle what is now being placed before you. Type 2020 to claim miracles. There is a deep strength inside you now that does not need to prove itself to anyone, because it is rooted in something much greater than approval or recognition. It is rooted in the understanding that God's plan for your life does not depend on how others see you, but on how you walk in alignment with His guidance. This kind of strength cannot be taught quickly. It must be developed over time, and that is exactly what has been happening in your life. You may begin to notice that your thoughts are clearer, your decisions feel more grounded, and your emotions are no longer pulling you in different directions like they once did. This is part of the power that God has been preparing you to carry, the ability to remain steady even when circumstances change around you. It is not about controlling everything, it is about trusting deeply and moving forward with a sense of peace that stays with you no matter what is happening outside. There were moments when you felt like you were standing still while everything else continued moving forward, and those moments may have felt uncomfortable or even discouraging at times. But in those still moments, something important was taking place beneath the surface. God was strengthening your foundation, making sure that when movement begins again, it is built on something solid and unshakable. Without that foundation, everything would have been unstable, but now it is secure. What is coming into your life now will begin to reflect that stability, because the opportunities, the connections, and the changes will align in a way that feels natural rather than forced. You will not have to struggle to make things fit, because they will already be in place in a way that matches who you have become. This is one of the signs that God is guiding the process, because everything begins to flow instead of feeling like a constant effort. There is also a deeper awareness growing within you, a quiet ability to sense what is right for you and what is not, without needing constant reassurance from others. This awareness is part of the power you are receiving, because it helps you stay aligned with your purpose and avoid distractions that could pull you away from your path. It is not loud or dramatic, it is gentle and consistent, guiding you in a way that feels peaceful and clear. You may find that certain situations no longer affect you in the same way they once did, and that is not because you have become distant, but because you have become stronger. You are no longer reacting from a place of fear or uncertainty. You are responding from a place of understanding and calm. This is the result of everything God has been teaching you, shaping your heart so that it can remain steady even when challenges arise. Type yes to affirm. There is something beautiful about the way God prepares His chosen ones, because He does not simply give them power, He teaches them how to carry it with grace. He ensures that their hearts remain soft, that their intentions remain pure, and that their actions reflect love rather than pride. This is why your journey has included both growth and humility, because both are necessary to handle what is coming next. As you continue forward, you may begin to see small signs that confirm you are on the right path, moments of clarity, unexpected peace, or situations that resolve themselves in ways you did not anticipate. These are not coincidences, they are reminders that God is actively guiding you, showing you that you are exactly where you need to be. Each sign is a gentle reassurance that you are not walking alone. The power you are receiving is not meant to separate you from others. It is meant to help you uplift and support those around you in ways that reflect God's love. It will allow you to bring calm into situations that once felt overwhelming, to offer understanding where there was confusion, and to stand firm when others may feel uncertain. This is how your life will begin to impact others, not through force but through presence. There will also be moments where you are reminded of how far you have come, where you look back and realize that the person you used to be could not have handled what you now carry with ease. These moments are important because they help you appreciate the journey and recognize the work that God has done within you. They remind you that every step had a purpose, even the ones that felt difficult at the time. What if wealth was never about chance, but about a hidden brain signal that stayed buried in classified records? This powerful frequency is now opening doors, attracting fresh opportunities, and transforming lives quickly. Thousands are already using it to bring prosperity into their lives in ways they never imagined possible. Click the link in the description and comments now and turn on the money-attracting brainwave today. You are entering a season where things will begin to make sense in a way they never did before, where clarity replaces confusion and peace replaces uncertainty. This does not mean that everything will be perfect, but it means that you will have the strength and understanding to handle whatever comes your way. That is the true power that God has been preparing you for, the ability to remain steady and grounded no matter what happens. Continue to move forward with trust, knowing that everything unfolding in your life is part of a greater plan that has been carefully designed with love and intention. You do not need to rush, you do not need to force anything, and you do not need to doubt the process. Everything is happening in the right time, and everything is aligning in a way that will bring peace into your life. The journey you have walked has not been easy, but it has been meaningful, and it has led you to this moment where you are ready to receive what God has prepared. This is not the end of your growth, it is the beginning of a new chapter where you walk with greater confidence, deeper faith, and a clearer sense of purpose. In the past, You may have searched for certainty in many different places, hoping that something or someone would confirm your direction and give you the reassurance you needed to move forward. But now, there is a shift happening within you where that need is slowly fading, replaced by a deeper trust that comes from your connection with God. This trust is not built on what you see, it is built on what you feel within your heart, a quiet assurance that you are not alone and that every step you take is being guided with care. Type 1212 if you walk by faith. You are beginning to understand that the power God has been preparing you to receive is not about control or dominance, but about alignment, clarity, and peace. It allows you to walk through situations with a calm mind, even when things around you feel uncertain, because your strength is no longer dependent on what is happening outside of you. Instead, it comes from within, from a place that God has been nurturing and strengthening through every season you have experienced. There were moments in your life when you felt overwhelmed by emotions, when your thoughts seemed to pull you in different directions, and when it was difficult to find a sense of balance. But those moments were not meaningless. They were part of your training, teaching you how to navigate your feelings without being controlled by them. Now, you are able to feel deeply without losing your peace, and this is one of the greatest signs of the transformation that has taken place within you. As you continue forward, you may notice that your reactions to situations are changing in ways that feel natural and effortless. Where you once felt the need to respond quickly or defend yourself, you now find yourself pausing, observing, and responding with calm understanding. This is not weakness, this is strength in its purest form, the kind of strength that does not need to prove itself because it is secure in its foundation. Type 1919 to receive miracles. God has been teaching you the importance of patience, not as a way to delay your blessings, but as a way to protect them. When things come too quickly without preparation, they can become overwhelming, but when they arrive at the right time, they can be received with gratitude and handled with wisdom. This is why your journey has unfolded the way it has, not because you were being held back, but because you were being prepared for something meaningful. There is also a deeper sense of purpose growing within you, a quiet understanding that your life is not just about your own journey, but about the impact you will have on others. The power you are receiving carries the ability to bring comfort, guidance, and light into the lives of those around you. It is not something that separates you from others, it is something that connects you to them in a way that reflects God's love. You may begin to see that certain people are drawn to your presence, not because of anything you say or do, but because of the peace that you carry. This peace is not something you created on your own, it is something that God has placed within you, a reflection of His presence in your life. It is quiet, it is gentle, and it has the ability to bring calm into situations that once felt overwhelming. There will also be moments where you are reminded of your past, not to bring back pain, but to show you how far you have come. These reminders will not feel heavy or burdensome, they will feel like gentle reflections that help you appreciate the journey and recognize the strength that has been built within you. They will remind you that nothing you experienced was wasted, and that every part of your story has contributed to who you are today. As this new season continues to unfold, you will find that things begin to align in ways that feel natural and effortless. Opportunities will come without struggle, connections will form without force, and decisions will feel clear without confusion. This is not because life has suddenly become simple, but because you have become aligned with the path that God has prepared for you. There is a quiet beauty in the way everything is coming together, a sense of harmony that reflects the care and intention behind every step of your journey. You are not moving randomly, you are being guided with precision, and every detail is part of a greater design that is unfolding in your life. Even the smallest moments carry meaning. Even the simplest experiences contribute to the bigger picture. You are learning to trust this process more deeply now, allowing yourself to move forward without the need to control every outcome. This trust is not passive, it is active. It is a choice to believe that God is working in your life even when you cannot see the full picture. It is a decision to keep moving forward with faith, knowing that every step is leading you closer to where you are meant to be. Inside your mind is a small region connected to achievement and abundance, once concealed within restricted research and classified documents. This newly disclosed frequency is helping people replace financial pressure with calm and balance, and God has guided you to encounter this at just the right time. Click the link in the description and comments to activate this hidden brainwave now. The power you are receiving is not something that will change you into someone else. It will reveal who you have always been beneath the layers of doubt and fear. It will allow you to express your true self with confidence and clarity, without hesitation or uncertainty. This is why it feels so natural, because it is not something new, it is something that has always been within you, waiting to be uncovered. There is no need to rush or force anything, because everything is unfolding at the right pace. God is not in a hurry, and neither should you be. Each moment is part of your preparation, each experience is part of your growth, and each step is leading you exactly where you need to go. You are not behind, you are not lost, and you are not forgotten. There is a deeper stillness forming within you now, a kind of calm that does not come from everything being perfect, but from knowing that even when things are not perfect, you are still held in the care of God. This stillness is not empty, it is full of quiet strength, the kind that allows you to stand firm without needing to fight every battle or respond to every challenge that comes your way. It is a strength that listens more than it reacts, that understands more than it speaks, and that trusts more than it fears. This is part of the power that God has been preparing you to receive, a power that does not look like force or control, but instead looks like peace that cannot be shaken. It is the ability to remain grounded when others feel uncertain, to remain hopeful when situations seem unclear, and to remain gentle even when life becomes difficult. This kind of strength is rare, and it is only given to those who have been shaped carefully over time, just as you have been. Type 666 if you trust Jesus. You are beginning to see that many of the things that once seemed so important no longer carry the same weight in your heart. This is not because you have lost interest in life, but because your perspective has changed. God has been helping you see what truly matters, guiding your focus toward things that bring lasting peace rather than temporary satisfaction. This shift is quiet, but it is powerful, because it changes the way you experience everything around you. There was a time when you may have felt the need to hold on to certain things tightly, fearing that if you let go, you might lose something valuable. But now, there is a growing understanding within you that what is truly meant for you cannot be taken away. This understanding brings a sense of freedom, allowing you to move forward without fear, without anxiety, and without the need to control every outcome. As you walk further into this new season, you may notice that your heart feels lighter, even if your responsibilities are increasing. This is because the weight you once carried has been replaced with trust. God has taken the burdens that were not meant for you and has given you the strength to carry only what is necessary. This is why things feel different now, not easier in every way, but more balanced, more peaceful, and more aligned. Type 2323 if you agree. There is also a deeper sense of clarity beginning to form within your thoughts, a quiet understanding that helps you see situations more clearly than before. You are no longer easily confused by what others say or do, because you have developed a sense of discernment that guides you from within. This discernment is part of the power you are receiving, helping you recognize what aligns with your purpose and what does not. You may begin to notice that certain paths no longer feel right for you, even if they once seemed appealing. This is not a loss, it is guidance. God is gently redirecting you towards something better, something that aligns more closely with who you are becoming. Each time you feel this shift, it is a reminder that you are being led, not left to figure everything out on your own. There is a quiet courage growing within you as well, a willingness to move forward even when you do not have all the answers. This courage does not come from knowing everything, it comes from trusting that God knows everything. It allows you to take steps without fear, to make decisions without doubt, and to continue your journey with confidence that you are being guided in the right direction. The power that is unfolding in your life is not something that will draw attention to you in a loud or dramatic way. Instead, it will reveal itself through the peace you carry, the wisdom in your words, and the calmness in your presence. People may not always understand it, but they will feel it, and it will bring a sense of comfort and stability to those around you. There will also be moments when you are reminded of how much you have changed, not through comparison, but through reflection. You will see the difference in the way you think, the way you respond, and the way you carry yourself. These changes are not small, they are the result of everything God has been doing within you, shaping you into someone who can carry this new level of strength with grace. You are no longer the person who needed constant reassurance or external validation, because you now carry a quiet confidence that comes from within. This confidence is not based on what you have achieved, but on who you have become. It is rooted in your relationship with God, in the understanding that you are guided, supported, and never alone. As you continue to move forward, there will be times when you feel a deep sense of peace without any clear reason. These moments are not random, they are reminders of God's presence in your life. They are gentle confirmations that you are on the right path, that you are aligned with your purpose, and that everything is unfolding as it should. A little-known 7-second morning habit that was once confined to CIA documents is now resurfacing in public view, and people are already noticing rapid financial improvements. It only takes a few seconds to do, yet it activates a dormant wealth center in the brain that most individuals never tap into. Click the link in the description and comments now to see it before it disappears. The journey ahead will continue to bring growth, but it will also bring a deeper sense of fulfillment. You will begin to see the results of everything you have been through, not just in your own life, but in the way you are able to impact others. Your presence will bring calm, your words will bring comfort, and your actions will reflect the love that God has placed within you. There is nothing you need to force, nothing you need to rush, and nothing you need to fear. Everything is happening with intention, and everything is unfolding in a way that is perfectly aligned with your path. You are not behind, you are not missing anything, and you are not being overlooked. You are exactly where you need to be, moving forward at the pace that is right for you, guided by a presence that sees every detail and understands every part of your journey. This is the power that God has been preparing you to receive, a power that brings peace, clarity, and strength into every area of your life. You may notice that you no longer feel the same urgency to chase after things that once seemed so important, because your heart has learned to rest in God's timing. This is not a loss of ambition, it is a transformation of purpose. You are no longer driven by pressure or comparison, but by a quiet alignment that leads you naturally toward what is meant for you. This shift is one of the clearest signs that the training you went through has truly taken root within you. Type yes to affirm. There is also a new kind of awareness growing inside you, one that helps you recognize the difference between what is temporary and what is lasting. You are beginning to see beyond surface-level situations, understanding deeper meanings and recognizing patterns that once went unnoticed. This awareness is part of the power God is placing in your life, because it protects you from distractions and keeps you focused on what truly matters. There were times when confusion surrounded you, when it felt like you were walking through uncertainty without clear direction, but those moments were not meant to harm you. They were meant to sharpen your discernment, to help you learn how to trust God, even when clarity was not immediately visible. Now, that trust is becoming your foundation, guiding your steps in a way that feels steady and secure. As this season continues, you may begin to feel a stronger sense of peace in situations that would have once caused you stress or worry. This is not because challenges have disappeared, but because your perspective has changed. You now understand that not everything requires your reaction, and not every situation needs your energy. This understanding allows you to move through life with greater ease, conserving your strength for what truly aligns with your purpose. Type 2020 to claim miracles. There is a beautiful balance forming within you, a harmony between strength and gentleness that allows you to carry responsibility without losing your sense of peace. You are learning how to stand firm without becoming rigid, and how to remain open without becoming overwhelmed. This balance is rare, and it is one of the greatest gifts that God has been cultivating within you throughout your journey. You may also begin to notice that your presence brings a sense of calm to others, even when you are not trying to do anything special. This is because the peace you carry is not something that stays contained within you, it naturally extends outward, touching the lives of those around you. It is a reflection of God's presence in your life, a quiet testimony of the work He has done within your heart. There will be moments when you feel a deep sense of gratitude, not because everything is perfect, but because you can see how everything has been working together for your good. These moments of gratitude are important because they remind you that nothing you went through was wasted,